Hi guys, I am Irene with Irene Figures It Out, and I am on day 22 of my 100-day challenge to follow the Starch Solution Maximum Weight Loss Program, and I want to give you an update on just how it's going. So day 22, and by the way, somebody asked me for a link to this chart. You can look up any printable 100-day countdown chart, but I've got a link to this specific one. But day 22, I'm just over the 3-week mark, and I am finally in that 10-pound range. I made it over 10 pounds just as of yesterday, so that was terrific. I am experiencing a little bit of hunger, so I have made the personal decision that I'm going to eat more, ultimately slow my weight loss down a little bit. But I want to be successful. I want to lose weight in a way that is sustainable and something I can keep doing long term. This is definitely not a short-term quick weight loss solution. It is a lifestyle, and it's something that I plan on continuing really the rest of my life. But this part now where I'm trying to lose weight, doing the maximum weight loss from the Starch Solution, at some point I hope to get down maybe 50 or 60 pounds total, and then be in a place where I can work just on maintaining that weight. So I had a subscriber ask me this week about lunches, and I wanted to share a couple things with you. One, I went shopping this morning, and I thought I would just give you an overview of what I bought this week for groceries. And then let me give you a couple of ideas of what I like to eat for lunch as well. So this week I got this California blend, which I will throw in my toaster oven in the mornings. They didn't have broccoli, so I wasn't able to pick that up, but they did have the cauliflower. And then they had this grilled vegetable blend, which I've never used it before, but I'll probably throw that in some soups. The Ezekiel bread I like to buy in the frozen section. It's a sprouted grain bread, and it says flourless. I'm not sure exactly how they do that, but it's only got 80 calories a slice. So for a full sandwich, 160 calories, that seems okay to me. Sometimes bread can just be really high in calories. So also in the frozen section, I bought these tortillas. This cauliflower tortilla I will use as a base for mini pizzas. I love to make tortilla-based mini pizzas. This Ezekiel brand is a whole wheat that I'll use for some wraps this week. I'm going to make some chili for dinner. And so I've got the beans and I've got these tomatoes, red onions, and other things that would go into my chili recipe. I did buy these bananas. I bought them dark spotted because I like to freeze them and then make nice cream from them. The butternut squash I usually buy pre-cubed like this just to save some time and effort. And of course, baby spinach, I always pick some of that up. And coriander and 1 spicy pepper. Oh, and the stir fry sauce, I found it's organic and it does not have any added oil. So I will find some way to use that this week, but I really enjoy these pre-made sauces. I did buy some sunflower seeds, red lentils I'll use in my chili this week, and of course the vegetable broth. A big pack of mushrooms. It's easy to use those. There are lots of places I can use those. Sweet potatoes, I'm going to steam those up in my Instant Pot. Oh, and 1 russet potato for a baked potato this week. I'm going to try making some homemade sushi. I've tried it once or twice. We'll see how well that goes. But I do like this organic long grain brown rice. This particular brand, Lundberg, has done a really good job at eliminating or seriously reducing the amount of arsenic that comes in their rice. The sweet chili sauce I use every day as a condiment. I use it probably more than ketchup. And then this vegan cashew-based filling spinach ravioli. My husband loves this stuff, so I went ahead and bought it to enjoy with him. It's a little calorie dense, but you know, it's something he really enjoys, so I'm gonna go ahead and indulge with him for dinner. And then as a treat for myself, I bought this sushi roll. It's a vegetable roll. It's got brown rice and quinoa on the outside, and the whole thing's 180 calories, and I already ate it for lunch. It was a nice little treat for myself. So those are the groceries that I bought for this week. And one of the things I wanted to focus on today is this idea of lunches, because I work part-time 3 days a week in a school, and I have to plan ahead of time or if I'm stuck, and I don't want to have to run to the vending machine. So first thing I plan is my preload, which I've talked about in a previous video, but that is a concept from Dr. Michael Greger, How Not to Diet. And preloading is where you drink and eat something that is 100 calories or less before you eat your main meal. So preload with a big glass of water and either an apple, a simple vegetable salad with a non-fat dressing, or a cup of vegetable soup without a grain or without a bean, because that would come in at over 100 calories. I tend to prefer either an apple, that's a quick grab and go, or a soup, and I'll show you a video. So for preloading, I like to make a really easy vegetable soup, and I'm starting with the frozen grilled veggies that I found today, but really any frozen veggies will work just fine. I'm using a spice blend. It's salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I will add more spices in a little bit, but that's just to get everything started. And once the vegetables have thawed, I like to add an entire box of this organic vegetable broth. And right about now, I'm looking around to see what else I can add to bulk it up a little bit. So I am adding some chopped fresh spinach. That's the spinach I bought this morning, and it'll wilt really nicely. It'll be super small in the soup. So I did find in the back of my freezer this mixed mushroom blend, so I added about half a bag of those, and they were just in the back of my freezer, and I'm just trying to find things to bulk it up. Now I'm adding the extra seasoning. I do like garlic powder and onion powder, so I added both of those. And then also some oregano and basil. Sorry, I keep showing the same thing over. But anyway, I did add those. And then this umami mushroom powder. I love this. I bought this at Target. I add it to anything that has mushrooms in it. And then I added about a half a cup of these frozen corn kernels. I just like my soup with corn in it. And then these roasted tomatoes. I always buy BPA-free cans. You know, the lining of the cans, they have to be free of the BPA. And then that's it. Here's my preloading soup. And then I have this crock pot. It's a lunch crock, which I love. I'll link below. But what I do is I just bring my soup to work in the morning, put it in my crock and plug it in, and then come lunchtime it's hot. And that it just saves me from having to run to the teacher's lounge and try to microwave. I've already got my hot soup with me. So this is something I love, and I use it every time I bring soup to work. So lunch will usually be a sandwich, and I'll show you a picture here. This is a chickpea salad that I got from the Well Your World website, the recipe. I'll link that below. I actually really enjoy chickpea salad. I'm surprised I do, but you can lean more towards a chickeny kind of flavor, or you can lean it a little bit to a tuna salad. So I like a sandwich, or it could be a wrap like this whole wheat pita with hummus and sweet pea and spinach wrap. I will link the recipe for that below. I just saw that on Forks Over Knives website, and that was a delicious wrap as well, a good lunch. That whole wheat tortilla runs at about 140 calories. So I understand we're not counting calories, but we have to be mindful of calories. I don't think you can ignore calories, because we have to be in a calorie deficit or we're not going to lose weight. that is just the rule. So I tend to be one who prefers, if I'm going to eat too much of something, it's going to be too many vegetables, too much of the vegetables versus the starch. So visually it's a 50-50 plate, but it can't be 50% of a piled high brown rice or something like that, because you could be consuming way too many calories in your starches. So if you guys have anything in particular that works for you, throw me a comment below. Let me know, what do you guys take to work for lunch? Because, you know, the more ideas I get, the better. That would be fantastic. If you could just let me know, what is it that you like to have for lunches every day? So that is it for today. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will be back again at the end of this week for another update. I called it a sweet pea wrap. Is that even a thing?